All
You're
right, so
welcome.
pretty much, I had a
I
bit of a
almost threw up on that.
nice, nice. Pretty much, I had a bit of a slow morning. I started recording again, by the way. We had to stop the recording because I forgot to make sure Discord was connected, but that's besides the case. Anyways, I said connected. I mean, it's picking up Discord audio, but pretty much, I had a bit of a late morning because I'm gonna keep it frank. Uh, I recorded a collab video with someone yesterday,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
my experience wasn't the greatest, bro.
And
And I'm gonna try and see if maybe cause essentially what we did was we played modded Budokai 3
we're
via Parsec. And I've never used Parsec before, so I don't know if that's how the multiplayer worked, but that shit was laggy as fuck for me. And I think you could kind of hear it in the video because at some points I was getting annoyed because there was moments where I would literally like drop combos or like you would just see me kick in the air or whatever because like the game will get mad choppy and I just start button mashing. But yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I did not have a very good experience. I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm gonna try to see if maybe I can fix it through my end. Part of me thinks it might be an internet connectivity issue.
yeah,
That's what
more
it
often
sounds
than
like.
not, that's the issue.
Yeah, cause I asked dude where he lived at, and then he said Chicago. I was like, oh, that's not too
Yeah,
far
that's
from New
not too
York.
bad.
So then I don't know. It might. And he also said he was on Ethernet as well. So I was like, what could be the issue? Maybe just the settings weren't set up properly. I'm not too sure.
Listen, bro, all I'm gonna say is that, even if because Parsec was supposed to be like the end all be all answer to like, oh, playing online games. If it has bad connection, play Parsec.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it turned out Parsec was just low key a little worse than just plain DBFZ base.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, so like it's hit or miss, honestly.
Right.
Honestly.
But I ain't even gonna lie. While we was doing that, I was like, I know you used Parsec before, and it worked like pretty fine on your end, right?
Uh-huh.
Shit, I got a bit of a cough, by the way. But
Aw.
yeah. So I was thinking like maybe I was gonna say okay. So I was gonna say we could do it for Budokai Tenkaichi, but seeing as how. And yes, this is gonna be the topic of the podcast.
Yes, sir. You already
Budokai
know.
Tenkaichi
You
4
already know.
got announced.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bro. You know how many people hit me up like, yo, it came out, yo, they announced it. And it was like, bro, I've already seen it the moment, because I actually logged on Twitter the moment people started posting about it, so I saw it almost immediately, and I just kept getting mad messages, yo, you saw the news, I was like, oh my god, bro, I'm so fucking happy that this is a thing, man.
It's gonna be so hype.
We live in the best timeline right
What
now.
a time to be alive, man. We got Budokai Tenkaichi 4 with Dragon Ball Super characters, because I mean they only shown Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but let's be honest, if Blue Goku's there
Yo,
oh my god,
like,
yo,
it's
what are
gonna
the
be there.
chances we see Moro in there, bro? Granola? That'd be crazy.
I
Nah,
doubt
this
it.
is gonna be DLC. It's gotta be like a DLC thing.
Nah,
Oh,
the reason why I say I doubt it is because I don't know if y'all noticed, but the Dragon Ball games, they only do anime only shit. Like if it's only a part of the anime, cause look, Moro's been out since like what, like 2018. He's not even in any of the games. He's not in Dokkan. He's not in Legends. He's not in Xenoverse
yeah.
2. Not
So
even.
I guess the commercial shit.
Yeah, it's like not even Ultra Ego Vegeta is in it either. So it's like I don't know. I doubt like they would have to like change their approach to like adding characters.
Did they give a release date for Tenkaichi 4?
No, it was just a teaser trailer. They never give her. Well, as far as I know, they never give a release date on the teaser trailer. But we can use Bandai's previous releases as as a kind of
a hint.
yeah, kind of like a way to predict when it's coming out. I'm aiming towards like late this year, October, November ish, to early next year, January, February ish. Because if you notice, Dragon Ball games usually launch around around autumn and winter. If you've noticed, like fighters dropped like what, January or was it February? I know it was the 18th of one of those 2 months. And so did Kakarot, and then DBZ Kakarot also dropped in. I said Kakarot. Both Xenoverse games. No way. No, I think Xenoverse 2 dropped in February. No, Xenoverse dropped in February, and then Xenoverse 2 dropped in like November.
Bro,
Either way, that's like 1/4 of the year.
Yeah, I think it's coming very soon.
I made a tweet earlier that was like it was a troll tweet, but it was I thought it was low key funny. It was like, what if they made Tenkaichi 4 play just like Jump Force?
Yo, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I really hope it's Dimps that's making the games, because they were the ones that originally made the Tenkaichi games. It was Dimps, right?
Word.
I believe so. Yeah.
The little blue logo.
Yeah, because they also made the Xenoverse games, if I remember. Oh no, wait. Wait.
Dimps didn't do Xenoverse, did it?
Did it? Wait. Oh, wait. Who? I'm gonna search this shit up.
Nani?
I searched up who made Xenoverse 2. What's the shit? Yeah, it was Dimps. Dimps made
Ah,
Xenoverse
okay.
2.
Oh yeah.
And then who
I
made
didn't remember their little logo coming up.
Tenkaichi 3?
Develop,
Oh, Spike! That's what I meant.
Yeah, Spike.
I hope Spike comes back to do it.
Bro, I saw the full name for Spike, and looking at their logo, it's like there's like a little penis at the top of it.
Yeah.
So when Spike, later known as Spike Cumsoft.
Chill.
Huh?
Yo, but I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
what I read, but it's Chunsoft.
I'm not gonna lie though. Yo, let me know what are 1 or 2 things that you're looking forward to in Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Me, I'm like really interested on, like, you know how like every kind of game series has like its own way of depicting what aura looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the next gen starting, not like from another generation, so they already have something to kind of go off of. This is like the new models, new engine, no?
I can imagine. Yeah, it looks completely different.
Yeah, it's like the models just look cleaner now.
They look like they're like ripped straight from the anime, but it also doesn't look like fighters.
Bro, that's why I was like, because low key when I saw it, I was like, damn, that kind of looks like Jump Force. That's why I made that tweet.
It definitely does not look like Jump Force. Jump Force looked very realistic, bro.
Too realistic.
Way too realistic.
Yeah.
It looks like, no lie. It kind of reminded me of like Raging Blast, how it looked, the first Raging Blast. It kind of looked like that, but the environment was very detailed. Although, granted, it was a teaser trailer, so it's probably just a cinematic. But if the maps look like how it did in the teaser, then I can imagine like the maps would be very high detailed.
Bro, you know it'd be funny.
Go ahead.
Actually, you know what I think they could do and people wouldn't mind.
Go ahead.
Not updating the graphics.
What?
Nah, definitely update it, bro.
No.
You're bugging. I would definitely say give it. I was gonna say ray tracing, but
I mean, you can. You can.
Is that a thing for like animated games? Well, I guess like ray tracing with like reflections and shit like that.
Yeah, and it could
Like
also be
water
as
and
like
stuff?
lighting effects, water effects.
Yeah, so
I think ray tracing would destroy the game because you got to keep in mind, bro. Tenkaichi 4 is known for big explosions.
that wouldn't break the game,
mean,
bro.
That would break your graphics card.
Yeah,
Depending on the
there you go.
graphics card.
Well, it depends on your graphics card, but I don't think explosions really matter. But I will say high frame rates for sure. Don't lock it at 60 FPS. Just make it unlockable. Obviously on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X, obviously you keep it at maximum was 120, but on PC, leave that shit unlocked. Not only that, cross-platform. Fire.
I'm down for that.
Fire.
Cross-platform is a staple for every new game that has to come out nowadays.
For certain.
I'm down for it, but you know my argument every time cross-platform is brought up to a game is all like, is it gonna work though?
I think every game doesn't every game with cross-platform work? I mean, every AAA developer from every AAA developer.
Because like the issue is console and PC have different frame delays. So on like
That sounds like console players' fault.
Yeah,
Oof.
right.
That sounds like that's not my problem. Like,
Oof.
I totally get what you're saying because I
Yeah.
remember when my job first put a TV in the break room, and I was bringing my PS4s to play fighters because at the time I wasn't using my PS4 for anything. So and then I was just taking it to work to play fighters during my break with my coworker. I noticed because I played on PC. I noticed that the input delay on console was way worse than PC. Like PC was almost instantaneous, while on console there was like a very slight delay, but I wasn't used to that slight delay.
Bro, on PC it's like a 2-frame delay, and then on console it goes up. It's as bad as 8.
Yeah, I've seen the little like ticker on the top.
But to be honest,
it gets bad.
yeah, but to be honest, like I don't really care about that because like Street Fighter has cross-platform. Street Fighter 5 has cross-platform, and I've yet to hear any complaining about it. So I think cross-platform is no issue at all.
I haven't seen any game, at least of recently. I don't know why, but like every game that has cross-platform to me, it just kind of works. And if it doesn't work, it's like, oh, they disconnected from the party after the game. You just reinvite them,
Nah, yeah.
or like some shit like that. But the
That's
experience
still-
has kind of been nice.
Yeah, that's like a quality of life change.
Nah, yeah. And then another big change I really wanted, and
What?
I want character creator with the Tenkaichi gameplay. I really want to create my own character, bro. I think it'll be so good. You don't gotta make it like a full-on RPG like Xenoverse or any of that shit. But give us like a game mode that you could like play endlessly, and also a world tournament mode for like grinding money purposes.
Okay.
And then have it so that either A, you got to do certain things to unlock some skills, or B, you could just buy all the skills in like the item shop. Or better yet, because I remember the old Tenkaichi games had some shit where like you combined items and you'll get a brand new item. So for example, you would have Kamehameha item. You want to get Super Kamehameha for your character. You got Kamehameha, and then there's like an item called Supercharged, and then boom, you're given the Super Kamehameha, either Ultimate or Super Tech. You know, something like that would be really cool.
So let me just like pitch this real quick, right? And I have one hot take,
Go ahead.
and then one like regular thing.
Okay.
The regular thing, I'm gonna start with like vanilla shit. Do not make the story about the Saiyan saga for the 18th time. I do not want to see Frieza's ass again and again and again, and look at the androids again and again. Cell games, awesome. I'll watch it in Z. I'm not gonna fucking play through that shit again. How many IPs do I have to buy in so that I could kick Cell's ass again?
You know, I thought
so
about
many.
that. I definitely thought about that. Like, yo, we should just skip through the story entirely. But and then I thought of something even cooler. So let's say it also has to do with character creator. You have a story mode for your character, and I'd say like let you create every race, right? But also you unlock you unlock certain shit for the races like in due time or whatever. So for example, if you're a Saiyan, like becoming a Super Saiyan, in my opinion, shouldn't be part of the story. It's just something that you can do, right? And also with the other characters, so like you just buy at the shop or create it with the item fusion shit. But I will say let the core DBZ story also be a thing, but don't make it a necessity. Like you don't have to do it, but it's also right there, you know. So then, cause cause like there's not really any games that has the Dragon Ball Super story like in the way they had the old stories, you know. We got bits and pieces, you know, from DBZ Kakarot. We had the first two movies, which were Dragon Ball Z movies, if we're being honest.
So like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I'm sorry. So like, what I'm hearing, what you're saying is like, so like, I think it was in like, I forgot which Tenkaichi did it.
Ultimate Tenkaichi.
No, not Ultimate Tenkaichi. I'm talking about like in terms of like the story modes and stuff. I think it was Tenkaichi 3 that had like this like layout where it was all like, oh yeah, you could play the main story, and then here are the movie stories, and then here's like I don't know, and then like
was with that,
do that again.
The thing was with that was that Tenkaichi 3 had it as a necessity. You had to play it to unlock everything.
Yeah.
And then also they also skipped through a lot. Like I remember the Android saga. If I remember correctly, it literally starts with like I think it starts with Goku versus 19, or it starts with like after Goku's beaten by 19, and then you gotta fight him with Vegeta. It was some shit like that. And then the next fight after that was literally what was it? Piccolo versus Cell. If I remember correctly, like it skips a lot, bro.
Yeah.
It skips a lot. Like
I personally think, and like I don't know if this is like too hard to implicate or like implement, not
yeah.
implicate, but I feel like they should take it kind of like how they do in like regular arcade styles, where each fight of the game, but each fight for every character kind of encompasses their story. So like the enemies that you fight are canon and it's actually in the anime, but just make it shorter and like that unique to every character. So for example, if there isn't enough content for like someone like Piccolo, but there's a shit ton of content for Goku, get the important fights for Goku, give him 5 fights of Android, Frieza, fucking Raditz, like, you know, the originals. And then if there's not enough content for like fucking Piccolo, then have him fight like Kid Goku as King Demon Piccolo or some shit.
You see, the
But
problem with that is Raging Blast 2 did that, and that shit made it like ridiculously huge. Like,
But
yeah,
yeah, because every character, it wasn't 5 fights. Like some characters had like 10 fights, but it was just a lot of characters with like their own individual shit to unlock their own individual shit. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yo, actually, I was just thinking about this. I really think I like just knowing like from the history of Dragon Ball games, you know, excluding Xenoverse and Fighters, because those games went, you know, with their own like stories
You kind of stretching it with Xenoverse.
and Ultimate
Yeah.
Tenkaichi. Okay, you know what? Yeah, but it's still different though.
It's like I love Xenoverse. They're my favorite Dragon Ball games. I think it's no secret how I feel about those games, that I love them so much.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, the Xenoverse story is dead ass. Okay, here's Goku and Frieza fighting, but if you pan the camera a little bit to the left, you have a time traveler fighting Cooler.
it's like 10% original story.
Yeah.
Like the only
But,
thing.
like,
Oh, go ahead.
my bad. What I was gonna get at was like Tenkaichi. I feel like is definitely gonna stay like as the game that's gonna rehash the story every single time.
And it's not like I'm mad at that. I'm more so like, cause you know it's still content at the end of the day. Can it be a little lazy? Definitely, but I mean I still see it as content. Like to me personally, like I could not give a single fuck about the story mode as long as the gameplay is fire. Like I remember so many people was talking about how, what game was it that had it's like a fighting game that had a terrible story mode. Was it Tekken?
Wasn't it?
Was it
I think
Tekken?
it was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
No.
I think
Like
people did talk shit on that game.
it was like it released around the same time as Tekken, but it was 2 games that released around that same time. I just don't remember.
It was definitely Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, let's say we have a game with a shitty story. Matter of fact, Fighters story mode is fucking boring in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
But the gameplay is fire.
Gameplay is fire.
Which is why me personally, like, I don't really care what the story mode is. I mean, if a good story mode just adds on to the game. Like a good story mode, like a good gameplay with a bad story mode would be an 8 out of 10, right? But good gameplay with a fire story mode would be a 9 out of 10 type of thing.
That is true.
Yeah.
But you know what would be even crazier? Going back to your creative character idea.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm about to make the long lost Migo, bro. Fuego.
Oh my god.
Nah, I was just thinking like it would be so cool if you could create your own character, like, and I don't want them to make it like, oh, you could just make it Saiyan, like if you can, or like it doesn't even have to be a long one. You could just make a short one tailored to each race, but just give them every transformation possible type thing. Like giving.
What do you mean by that? Like Cross doing it, or like for their own race?
For their own race. Like, for example, if you're Saiyan, I wholeheartedly believe you should get Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, Super Saiyan 4 limits broken, that pink haired shit, Super Saiyan God, blue evolution, you know, shit like that. Like,
Okay, so like
Yeah.
every level pertaining to that race.
every level. Also, if you make a Freezer race, you know, give me 5 transformations, a metal form and a mecha form, like shit like that, bro. Like,
That would be fire.
that would be
And then
fire.
Have them have their own stat benefits. So like, what if Mecha
Yeah.
Form gives you more defense, makes you slower?
But you see, the
But less
thing was, the Tenkaichi games did something that I think is cool, whereas like transforming doesn't really give you better stats or anything. Like, it just, like, everyone has the same stats across the board. Like, everyone
It's
does.
just aesthetic.
Yeah, like, it's just an aesthetic
Really?
difference.
Yeah.
Like, it just changes your moveset.
Oh, okay.
Where like base Goku would probably have like Kamehameha, Kaioken, and Spirit Bomb. Super Saiyan Goku would have like Super Kamehameha, Meteor Smash, and Warp Kamehameha. You know, shit like that.
That is true.
Super Spirit Bomb.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like transforming shouldn't be part of the story. Like, if you want to make it part of the story, for sure. But like, you can have a personalized story for each race, but just make it short, where you can
Yeah.
you could get all the transformations available during that short story. Or you can make a lengthier story that's the same for every race, and it doesn't really matter what transformations you have. Like, just as, like, it'll kind of be like there'll be a cutscene, y'all get into the fight, then after the cutscene, you know, the results of the fight is shown, type shit. That's what I mean.
Yo,
Yeah.
would you guys be mad if it was Ultimate Tenkaichi gameplay but cleaned up?
Don't say that. Wait, what you mean by cleaned up? What you
I
mean?
don't know. Like, I'm be honest, I don't know what I mean by cleaned up. Because honestly, I don't know how you can make Ultimate Tenkaichi better.
Give it. Honestly,
That combat
cleaning up.
system-
Yeah.
That combat system was kind of ass.
I was gonna say, honestly, cleaning that gameplay up would mean revamping the whole combat system in general, bro. But
Yeah.
I will say, I saw some people saying they would have rather them brought back the Budokai series, and while I also agree, not agree on rather that instead, like, I agree that they should also bring that back as well at some point. But I will say this, Budokai Tenkaichi 4 now becoming a thing means that means they're open to bringing back other series like Budokai 3 or maybe Budokai 4 or maybe Infinite World 2 type shit. Or even go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, or even they can finally go back and finish Burst Limit. Because if y'all don't
that is
know,
true.
Burst Limit was
Yo.
unfinished.
We do need that burst limit too, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That burst limit Z2, yeah.
Like, go back, finish these games. Shit, I would love a Battle of Z sequel. I wholeheartedly stand by the sentiment of Battle of Z was ahead of its time, bro.
I
Like,
can see that.
bro,
It was a cool game.
I had, like, yo, every time people shit on that game, I always ask, did you play it with friends? And they'll always be like, nah, I didn't. I'm like, yo, I had the pleasure of at least having 2 other dudes to play with, so those 3 of us and 1 random. I could never get a full team with these online games, unless it's 2K, but that's besides the point. But that shit is actually fun, and the team deathmatch is so chaotic, bro. But I love it because it's Dragon Ball Z, and I love chaos.
Yeah, I remember doing team deathmatch in Battle Z, and I would just stand off to the side and throw spirit bombs.
Hey, all I'm saying is that they better bring back beam struggles.
For sure.
Of
Bring
course,
back the
they
beam
have to.
struggle. Bring back the fist clashes. Honestly, my favorite thing of the Tenkaichi series, because I'll say this. I love Tenkaichi. Like, and my brother can agree with me on this. Me and him literally grew up on that game. Like, I know, especially on my videos, I always say, oh, I grew up playing Budokai 3, Tenkaichi. Nah, like, we literally grew up playing Tenkaichi 2, and playing Tenkaichi 3 for like a year. But we had Tenkaichi 2 for the longest amount of time. Like we were literally playing that game for like years up until we got our PS3.
Thanks.
And for this to come back, I kind of want them to keep the gameplay at the same speed, because that was my one thing about Budokai Tenkaichi, well, 2 and 3, that the gameplay it's pretty simple when you look at it. Like everyone plays the exact same. I'm not saying that as an insult. Everyone plays the exact same, but what makes the game so fun is the speed. Like the game plays fast, bro. Like you gotta go ahead.
You could have had a Cyberman fighting against Perfect Form, Cell, and Majin Buu,
and you
would still win somehow.
You can still win, and it's
self-destruct on Majin Buu and win.
Exactly. And then like when it comes to stuff like that, bro, it's so fun, because then you could do goofy shit like playing online. I will say they will have to balance out the characters. For example, if there's online, they would have to balance out like giant characters or shit like that. Like nah. Yes, bro,
keep it on balance, bro.
No, nigga, because it's gonna be played online now. It's like nah. The game will die so fast if everyone just plays as like giant Vegeta, grade A Vegeta and shit like that. The game will die out fast, bro.
Bro, but don't those characters have easy counters? Like you could just go Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And
does everyone have access to Super Saiyan 3 Goku?
Yes, if you pick him.
Not in random matchmaking, nigga.
You're right.
Like the fuck? What if your opponent? What if you're playing online? You pick like, let's say you pick like Teen Gohan and Super Saiyan, and then the dude waits to see who you picks and then goes straight for a Great Ape or Hirudegarn. What if that happens, bro?
That is true. You can get counterpicked.
It's like nah, nigga. Like they're gonna have to balance that shit. And Broly as well. Cause I would at least say, at least for the giant characters, they were pretty slow, so you could at least charge up a heavy hit, like quickly enough to like get them knocked down. But Broly's a regular size, well, not regular size, he's pretty fucking big, but
he's had armor.
Broly also has armor. He also is fast as a regular character, so he was kind of broken. So it's like shit like that gotta watch out for. And I'm saying like they should just balance that shit.
Yo, do you guys think they'll add Dragon Ball Hero characters?
I would love to.
Probably as like a separate pack.
I'll say at the very least they'll probably
have to.
I'll say at the very least they'll probably add Mira and Toa, and then also Android 21. That's probably the only things they'll add.
Nah, man, I'm gonna need more, because there's a lot of characters in Dragon Ball Heroes that they could be using.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, to be honest, like I'm really hoping, I don't know who's developing it, but I'm really hoping, well, for one, like Dragon Ball games are open to doing crossovers with each other. So I'm like okay with, not okay, I truly believe that they might be able to do one to get like Dragon Ball Heroes characters or shit like that.
So I really want them to go back into the possibility of those odd world forms that were never even canon in the first place.
But that was the Budokai series that did that.
Oh, word. Like
no, but I'm talking about Tien-Shan. I'm talking about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
Oh yeah.
You know? Super Saiyan 3 Broly. That show's fire.
Yeah. Bro, but now they're gonna have Super Saiyan 4 Gohanage.
Oof.
That'd be so clean. Crazy.
That would be clean. I honestly cannot wait for this game to drop.
You know what? Out of everything in the game, I don't care any way they release it. It'll be fire. I know. I have faith in them. But I hope one thing they do have is mod support.
Oh yes, yes. Mod support up to only aesthetics though. Like, cause I said aesthetics. But just to like change how characters look. Like, nothing to add, no new skills or any of that shit.
Word. Okay.
But then again, like because the thing is, anime games are pretty synonymous for hackers, bro. Like almost every anime game has had hackers. Well, the main ones. Like I know fighters, like you could get banned pretty easily for modding this shit, even if you're just modding costumes. But Xenoverse 2 had an issue, especially on PlayStation 4. they had an issue where like niggas was giving themselves like Ultra Instinct dodge. There was like they had like raid skills and shit like that. It was like so unfair. Also,
That's
the first Xenoverse as well had modders as well. Cause I remember my man's he was playing as a Majin, a female Majin, and he somehow gave himself Super Saiyan 3.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, and then he was also like recovering his health during the fight, and it was the same with Shinobi Striker. I mean, you remember Gray when we tried playing Shinobi Striker on PC, and the dudes just kept using. It was around the time where Tensei's Madara dropped, and they was doing like infinite Tsukuyomi as soon as the match started.
Oh no!
And then even on PC, as a matter of fact, I said PC, on PS4, PS5, where someone kept using Kurama Link mode throughout the fight, like continuously.
And he wouldn't. He wouldn't come out of the form. He gave it to his whole team.
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
And then someone else kept using their substitution every time they was getting hit. And I'm like, nah, you hacking, bro.
No, like actually, people, I don't understand why. First off, where'd you get those hacks? I want some too. Secondly,
where'd you get those drugs?
Secondly, why are you playing with hacks online, bro? It's for fun.
I especially find it corny when they play with hacks in like old ass games like Shinobi Striker, like.
Bro, in games that nobody cares to lose in, they just want to play.
It's like, bro, do you want to flex your e-penis that bad? Like, yeah, look, I'm like 903 in Shinobi Striker, like.
Oh shit!
Bro, I guarantee you, like, you're gonna gain nothing from doing that shit, like.
Wow, how'd you get those skills, dude?
The craziest thing is they're always playing by themselves.
Oh yeah, because they can't go online and shit.
Yeah.
No. I mean like when you can play online with mods, they always play by themselves. They're usually not playing with like other people alongside with them, like
because they're trying to see how fast it can get banned, bro.
Because in Shinobi Striker, like you can see who's partied up together, right? And like every time there's a hacker, they're never partied up with other people. So and then I'm always like, dog, do you just not have friends? That's why you're hacking right now. So then when you make a friend, you can show them your record. Like, look, I've only lost 2 matches, and I've played over 1,500 games. Like,
damn, that's like a 99% win rate.
Boy, I remember Gray's win rate in fighters was so shit.
Bro, my fighters used to be. Yo, nah, you should have seen my win rate in DNF for the longest time. It sat at like 47%.
That's not too bad.
No, not bad at all, actually.
No, that's terrible for me, bro.
But you know why his record in fighters was so shit? Like, I remember in fighters, he had like 4,000 matches. And then, if I remember correctly, he won about 1,500 and lost 2,500. It was some shit like that. And you know why his record was that bad? It was literally because this dude played until he fell asleep. And then he would be matchmaking with other people while asleep. And they would just kick his ass. That's how much this nigga played, bro. That's how much this dude played. He played until he could not keep his eyes open anymore.
My dad would come in the middle of the night. He wouldn't even touch me. He'd just be walking up to close to turn off the light and to like turn off the thing, to turn off the PS4. And then I'd wake up and like you know, I'd be like, ooh. And I'm like, hey,
just
Dad.
spawned in.
And he's all like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, sleeping. And he's like, with the TV on? And I'm like, yep. And then a match queues up and I sit down, like, have a good day at work.
I will say,
and just like that, he's right back at it.
I will say
zero disregard for my life, bro.
lately, I've been like on that timing where I'm playing until I can almost not keep my eyes open anymore. Last night, bro, like I said, I had a very very late morning this morning, and it's because of that collab I did. Because I was working overtime this week. Well, I mean last week, and
oh yeah,
the dude works overnight. So when Sunday came, he's like, "Yo, can you be up at 9 in the morning?" Mind you, I worked overtime the week, and Saturday
Damn.
I stayed up. I stayed up pretty late on Saturday, but that's because I streamed. I'm sorry, I went back to playing Pokemon competitively.
Nice.
How was that?
The meta's very confusing to me right now, and it's because it's a new meta where you can also change your typing in the middle of the battle. But
That's fact.
as soon as one day I dedicated some time to like grinding up so for the new viewers that I said the new viewers, the viewers that either don't know about Pokemon or haven't played Pokemon in mad long, pretty much for example, Charizard, he's a fire flying type. They have a new mechanic called terrestrializing where you can then change Charizard from a fire and flying to like, let's say a grass type,
dragon type,
or a grass type, to avoid having Charizard take super effective damage from like water and rock type moves type shit. And with that, majority of Pokemon when they're caught, not majority, every Pokemon when you just catch them, their Terra type is literally just their regular typing. And you would need to collect 50 Terra shards to change their Terra type, and you have to do raids to do that. The problem is the raids only give you about 2 and 3 pieces at a time, so you would have to do the raids a shit ton of times just to change one Pokemon's Terra type, and pretty much you gotta do that for almost an entire team. So I built my team around my favorite Paldean starter, which is Skeledirge, and go ahead.
The GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Oh, for sure. But I quickly noticed. Well, not noticed. I remembered one thing that I always told myself is Sword and Shield, and it's if a Pokemon, because I started playing competitive around Sword and Shield's time, and I always told myself if a Pokemon's weak to Earthquake, it might not be that useful because almost everyone can use Earthquake, and Earthquake is a very good move.
True.
So unfortunately, Skeledirge falls in that range where he's very weak to Earthquake, and he's also very weak to Stealth Rocks. So, Skeledirge was getting knocked out almost every single battle.
Right.
And one day I decided to invest some time to change Skeledirge's Terra typing. So me personally, I saw a lot of people was going for grass Terra for Skeledirge, and I thought, no. Grass would be horrible for Skeledirge because he pretty much has the same amount of weaknesses. You're just flipping it over to a different type. Instead, I decided to go a fairy type for Skeledirge because although he takes neutral damage to Earthquake now, he now resists Sucker Punch, which is also another move that I also believe if it's weak to Sucker Punch, it might not be that good. So
okay.
I feel like you made the right call there. Yeah. But now you have a new weakness, and that's poison and steel.
You know I have fire type moves, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though.
But not only that, but I also flipped around his moveset a little bit. Well, not flipped, but I tweaked it a tiny bit, which is pretty much I had Will-O-Wisp and Hex combination on Skeledirge, but I've realized like I don't like using Hex because you pretty much have to use Will-O-Wisp to make Hex good. So I just switched it out for Shadow Ball.
Yeah, you wanna get consistent when it comes to the damage.
Yeah, so I switched it for Shadow Ball, and I also started doing a lot better with Shadow Ball over Hex. But the funny thing was, all last week I was getting my ass handed to me in singles, in competitive singles, to the point where like I was stuck in tier 8 and tier 9. The max tier is tier 11, which is called Master Ball tier. And I kept bouncing around Great Ball tier 3 and Great Ball tier 2. I kept bouncing around those two because I would go on a win streak and then I'll go on a losing streak. But what was frustrating me the most was that Iron Bundle, which is one of the best Pokemon in the new Pokemon games, which is pretty much just a future version of Delibird.
Yeah.
Scald's no longer in the game, so I'm forced to use a Hydro Pump, and I don't like using low accuracy moves because
wait, what's no longer in the game?
Scald.
Oh, really?
It's no longer in the game.
Wow.
So in doing that, I'm forced to use Hydro Pump, which does more damage. It just has worse accuracy. So and then There was plenty of times where I could have clutched up a win, but Iron Bundle missed Hydro Pump, and there was plenty of times where that happened, and I ended up losing, which frustrated the fuck out of me.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's all good, man.
I'm trying to think about like other moves other than like Surf, of course.
I don't even. Well, is Surf even in the game? I can't even tell, man. I don't think it is. Either that or like
Surf?
very few Pokemon learn it.
I think it came in as a TM. I think it made it.
If it is a TM, I might just give that to Iron Bundle because Surf still does. Not still. Surf does good damage.
Like 90 base, no?
I believe so. Yeah.
Isn't there a new water type move that you could use?
It's called Chilling Water, but it does 50 damage.
Oh, that lowers speed though.
Lowers attack.
Oh, even better.
But it's like, bruh.
I know what you mean.
Scald, it either damn near one shots or it's one shots.
And then it burns, and then one shots.
Yeah, so and then it's like, boy.
I mean, it was kind of a crutch move though.
That move was strong as hell.
It was literally just the
Yeah.
water version of Flamethrower.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. What if they got rid of Flamethrower and kept Fire Blast? It's like, bro, like I'm stuck using Fire Blast now.
No,
Yeah, you gotta
wait,
use moves like Inferno.
Hold on, you brought up a really good point there, because that would also mean that like
Removing
taking out
Thunderbolt.
Bolt is like is like removing Thunderbolt, bro.
Or like removing
Ice
Ice
Beam.
Beam. Yeah, and keeping Blizzard, like, boy.
Honestly, that made no sense. And they'll probably bring it in the DLC.
I hope so, because they removed a lot of moves in this game. Like, majority of the tutor moves in Sword and Shield's DLC aren't even in this game. Oh, which also is another thing I would like to talk about. Scarlet and Violet DLC has been announced. So, during the Pokemon Presents, I don't know why, some people said they're disappointed by the DLC, and I was just like, they literally didn't show much of the DLC. Like, they only gave like a very small synopsis of what to expect.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I was like, what is there to be disappointed about? They didn't really share anything.
I mean,
unless the disappointment is the lack of information.
I mean,
I
I
think
kind of
so.
understood like some of the disappointment came from the designs of the new legendary mons, or like the DLC mons that were coming out.
I would say the first DLC had like very weird designs for sure, very ugly
Yeah.
designs in my opinion. But the second one, they didn't even. The only thing they showed was just the legendary.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
But it's
also,
like-
I like the premise for the DLCs though. Like one of them is like you go off campus to another school and you battle there and stuff. That's cool. I like that.
I think that's literally just gonna be the battle
Pokemon.
tower. The battle tower.
yeah.
But you know what was crazy? I said something along the lines of that around the time where like where it was either leaked that DLC was coming out or some shit, where I said what they should do to give themselves time for the next Pokemon game so they can actually make something like truly unique.
Right.
I mean, Scarlet and Violet is also truly unique as well, but something that also surpasses Scarlet and Violet is for the run of Scarlet and Violet. This is what I said they should have done. Make it 4 DLCs, a four DLC season pass, and like every 3-4 months they'll drop one of the DLCs. And I would have said pretty much the first DLC, make it like a training DLC where you went to another school academy. Then the second DLC, make that like a battle tower or a tournament where like there's like a new facility in Paldea or some shit, or like someone at the school or some shit hosts a different type of tournament, like a doubles tournament or some shit like that. And then the next DLC would be like a legendary DLC, and then the last DLC like another tournament DLC, you know, shit like that.
You know what I did see, which like got me a little excited for the DLC, but I'm holding out for
What's up?
now because you know I don't like Nintendo.
He straight up said it.
Yeah, you just gotta be real with them, man. I saw a lot of Mons returning. I saw Shiftry. I think I saw Beldum. Like it's gonna be lit. I think I saw Bennett. Like it's gonna look cool. Hopefully.
Nah, yeah, I get it. I get it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I was one of the people that was like super like super underwhelmed when it came to the announcement. This is my reason. Firstly, the lack of information.
Yeah,
Like
that I understood.
this game is like, as you said, one of the things that is like super innovative, but at the same time has very underlying issues in which they haven't even like they addressed once, but never fixed.
I mean, to be honest, they fixed the majority of the issues. Like I rarely see frame drops now.
Nah, like even when I was playing like 2 days ago, that shit was still like,
I don't know what you're
Yeah,
doing there, because for me, like I experience and I play it every day. I experience very little frame drops.
damn.
all right. So we'll give it that. Like even if they fix the performance issues, otherwise, the way that I saw that Pokemon Presents, because I'm not very much into like the whole like kind of extra mode rather than like more story. If you get what I'm saying, like including a battle tower to me isn't content. It's just putting the same thing that you did in the game in your face again.
Nah, I get that, because the battle tower is usually, at the very least, the battle tower is part of every game. And
Yeah.
the fact that for this one, I mean, it's not confirmed that the school is going to be the battle tower. That was just me making a bit of a suggestion, but like
Kind of insinuates it.
as long as the next DLC has a bunch of like trainers to battle and shit like that, even like that shit in Black and White too. I forgot what it's called, the white tree shit, where you climb up through the floors, you battle a bunch of trainers. Once you clear up that floor, you could go kind of like Mount Battle and Coliseum and XD Gale. Like even if it's that, I'm fine with it, as long as you have like opponents to battle against. You know, like just new content overall, because I will admit Scarlet and Violet in the content end is pretty lacking.
Yeah.
Bro,
And
once you finished the post story, literally there's nothing else to do.
The only thing to do is literally just complete your
Play-
Pokédex, and if you're into competitive battling,
Yeah,
then start
play
doing
online.
competitive battling.
But like
Yeah.
at the same time, not everybody has a flavor for battling, you know? Like some people
Yeah.
just want to like see the mons crash into each other
oh my god.
with with little strategy as possible.
I will say though, they did something that I wanted to see, which was I started playing around season 2, which is the second month of competitive battling that was available. I started playing around season 2, and it was all the battles took place in the school's backyard, which I was like, I would rather that they changed the environment, because at least in Sword and Shield, they had you battling in all the stadiums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon with this current season that's going on, I think this is season 4. But with this current season, now they're changing the environment. So we battled in the Elite Four. As far as I saw, there was only like 4 new arenas, which was Mesa Goza, which is where you battle Nimona at the end.
I started battling
The Elite
in the
Four,
Elite Four
yeah,
too.
the Elite Four, the normal type gym, and Nimona's beach.
Live on Twitch slash Simply Platano.
But yeah, those are the only maps that I saw. Which I mean, it's five maps now, which is cool. But I definitely want them to like give us as much battle arenas as possible, like just to change up the environment. It just feels cool.
Yeah. That makes sense. And lastly, the thing that I was like super kind of disappointed about. I'm sorry, but Walking Wake looks dumb. Like this looks like a fucking bozo compared to the fucking the sketch that they had in Little Sketchbook.
Yeah, I was wondering why they changed it.
That was like completely fine, and like I saw like an Instagram comment on it being like, oh, like it's one of those things that like prehistorically it was drawn, but then that wasn't the actual depiction because like with history it's like a huge game of telephone, so like things just change, just like how people say that fucking all dinosaurs had feathers at one point, or fucking they could have had hair, but we just can't see it.
Well, I will say at least that the drawing, it kind of looked like a fusion of Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. It looked like all 3 of them put together. So although Walking Wake is literally just Suicune, I will say there's still a chance that we might see that, where it's just a fusion of all 3 of them, and the same with the Swords of Justice trio as well, like because it kind of looked more like Cobalion, And however, we got like literally just a metal version of Virizion.
Yeah,
But I do
yeah.
agree. Walking Wake looks goofy as fuck.
he looks
Bro.
fucking dumb.
What I
But
don't understand is like the lore implications. Like you could tell me, oh, it's just different paradox, you know, like, oh, we already know so Pokemon went to a different timeline. Whatever. No. Ho-Oh specifically
okay.
revived them.
Hold on.
That is true.
Wait. This is there's you gotta attend school. There's
Oh.
books in the school.
You gonna take me back to Pokemon school, bro?
Bro, there's books in the school. Although I will say, like, it's kind of not cool that you gotta go out and figure it out on your own. But I mean, isn't that what Pokemon's all about?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There's books that in the school that insinuates the disc Pokemon from the second DLC created the Paradox Pokemon based off one of the dudes that was exploring Area Zero. They based all the Paradox Pokemon off of his imagination because he came in contact with the disc Pokemon.
Oh.
So this is
Wow.
a completely different mon.
So it's like this. It's like this. They're not what Pokemon actually looked like in the past. More so, they're what he imagined what they looked like in the past.
That's cool. Oh, I like that
So-
then. That's a way better concept.
Let's look at it like this. He saw Suicune in the past. He
He imagined Suicune in the past.
Yeah, like he imagined what Suicune would have looked like in the past.
and
so this is rather their depiction.
Yes.
and that's what he came up with.
This is what the
Yo.
disc Pokemon created. So
Oh, no.
they're Pokemon, but they're probably Pokemon that literally never existed before.
He
Not
could have
gonna lie,
quite
yeah.
literally gone on DeviantArt and found a better design than to
Bruh.
rely on a shit ass animation or imagination.
Oh, no.
Yo, why would they?
Yo, do you think with the inclusion of the disc Pokemon in the second DLC, do you think we'll be able to make our own Paradox Pokemon?
I doubt
Like,
it.
obviously a specific set of them, but like, you can make like a prehistoric Steelix. That'd be cool.
I doubt it. But I will say there'll probably be like new Paradox Pokemon with the DLCs coming out.
Or instead of prehistoric Steelix, future Steelix, bro.
I'm
He probably looked like a
surprised.
cube.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a Paradox form of Charizard yet. With the amount of love they show Charizard in each
That is true.
generation, I'm surprised we haven't seen that.
Next
I
film-
guarantee you, Paradox Charizard is gonna be a fucking fire flying type, fire dragon type.
Nah, bro.
Also-
He's gonna be a flying dragon type.
I also really like personally, I like that they didn't go the route. Like they're using Area Zero as this area where like once these Pokemon come out, you're gonna see them there. They're gonna be walking, you encounter them firsthand. I really like that they didn't go the route where you give them like prehistoric shard and then they evolve in your
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Oh no, that would have been stupid.
That would have been so lazy.
But I will say, I do like how, and I noticed this recently. Occasionally, when I'm in the desert, Asado Desert, I occasionally run into Great Tusk,
That's not.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought they could only be found in Area Zero.
Oh,
makes
do you
me-
know what I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I didn't know? You can go back to the area where you found like all the giant mons, and you can catch that exact same one.
That's not it, but there's a scripted encounter there. Yes,
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. As soon as you
Yeah.
battle Cloth, there's a scripted
Yeah, there's-
encounter with a Cloth. The funny thing is, those Pokemon have higher IVs.
yeah, and they have a special title when you bring them out. It's all like the former Titan, and it's cool.
Yeah, because I remembered I did find a Great Tusk around that area. That was a scripted encounter, and when I caught it, I wanted to look at his stats, and all the stats weren't fantastic. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. You're giving a higher IV Pokemon for your playthrough. It's not like I need it because those trainers were ass, but I mean,
Yeah.
thanks,
Bro,
I
those
guess.
trainers were such a waste of
I'm
time,
still
bro.
disappointed with how weak Gita was in the end. Like, Jesus, I know she wasn't meant to be the final battle, but it's just like she's the champion. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
the
not gonna
fact
lie.
that she leads
All
with
the
a
trainers were fucking weak. I stomped everybody.
Nah, there were a few battles where I got caught up. Like Kofu, he was I attempted him a couple of times, but I'm not gonna lie, that was mainly because I caught what's that normal dragon type?
A Drampy?
No, the one that's Karada Miraidon's current form.
Oh,
Salazar.
Cyclizar, yeah.
yeah.
I caught an overlevel Cyclizar which didn't obey me and it kept getting knocked out.
Damn. The Cyclizar's OD though. I love that Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
I
a
like
pretty
out of
good design.
everybody in the new gen, that's my favorite one.
Hey, it's a pretty good design. I expected it to evolve, to be honest, though.
Yo, I did too, but then when I heard about like where it came from, like I was like, okay, that's cool then.
It's mad funny though,
It
because
has good stats.
at the
And then
start
it's
of
all
the
like it
game,
used to be a legendary Pokemon.
nah, yeah, I remember though. At the start of the game, I looked at it, and I immediately before even I encountered Koraidon on my playthrough, like for the first time. I literally looked at Cyclizar in the the opening cinematic, and I said, "Yo, doesn't Cyclizar look like Koraidon Miraidon?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "It'd be mad funny if that's his present day form." And then I was 1000% certain when, as soon as you meet Koraidon, Nimona just immediately says, he kind of looks like Cyclizar. I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's Cyclizar's ancient form.
Bro, the fact that Cyclizars used to be that strong and now they're just there.
But what I like the most about Koraidon Miraidon is that although they are legendaries, they're kind of not.
They're like pseudos.
I would
Yeah.
even say that. They're just really strong Pokemon because Koraidon and Koraidon. Cyclizar is all over the region. Like, Cyclizar is fairly common.
Yeah.
So it's like, unless Koraidon just had like a shit ton of babies or some shit, it's like, bro, Koraidons were all over the place. And Koraidon and Miraidons, they were all over the place in their respective times.
They're just common.
Yeah. Like that's also something I didn't understand. It's all like this whole like, oh, the Koraidon, because like eventually, and you see them. Okay, wait, hold on. Is Koraidon and Miraidon actually from the past and present, respectively?
So once again, it's like what I said earlier. The dude is literally all the Paradox Pokemon are that dude's like imagination.
He went on an LSD trip.
So realistically, he thought, what would a Koraidon look like from the past? What would a Cyclizar from the past look like? And then Koraidon popped out.
But it's kind of weird because like Koraidon, Miraidon are completely different names compared to all the other Paradox Pokemon. Like,
Yeah.
you have Walking Wake, Great Tusk, but then you see Koraidon, and then you see this fucking spiky wheels, and you're like, oh no, let's name this Koraidon.
Like actually, like it gives it the sense that they were already there,
Right?
That is true.
but the
And it kind of
story's all like, oh, go ahead.
no, and it kind of insinuates it like in the at the ending where like they kind of meet each other and they have like this weird family dynamic, which kind of goes alongside uh Chris's statement. So like I'm looking at it as like if they're everywhere, then it makes sense that at the end of the story they do kind of have a family dynamic, being that they were everywhere because they don't really
Yeah.
do that with any other Pokemon.
It's either that or Koraidon's riding form is like what all the other Koraidons and Miraidons look like in the past, and then their true battle forms are what the ones that show up in the games was what sets them apart from all the rest. Like, maybe it's unique to those two.
Yeah.
It's all like, but like, how do you get a Pokemon like Miraidon who is strong and like considered to be on par with like legendary Pokemon, and then like you come down to Cyclizar, like where did all your power go, bro? Did you get domesticated? Like what the hell?
I mean, isn't like the modern day house cats, weren't they like feral back in the day?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
Well,
weren't-
yeah, but the funny thing is that cats weren't domesticated by humans.
Oh, they weren't. What were they?
They domesticated themselves, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were like, hey, these guys have a lot of rats in their fields, and then they just came and sat down there and never left.
That sounds like some shit cats would do.
Yeah.
It's like they just think that they cleaned the land, but the whole time it's like, nah, like you live here because I think you're cute. But
Come here, little pussy.
that does sound like it. Man, who knows? Maybe that shit happened with Cyclist, with Koraidon. That Koraidon was like, huh? I really like giving humans rides on my back.
Damn.
Why don't I just do that? And
That's my life now.
And then when Cyclizar was transitioning to Miraidon, Miraidon was like, you know what? I'm tired of giving y'all rides on my back. I want to be strong. I want to train. and then Miraidon read a lot of books and what was it? A psychic electric type? I don't have Miraidon on my thing.
Wait, he's not a dragon type?
Nah.
Not?
I'm searching it right now.
Miraidon.
I thought he was electric dragon.
I got you right now.
Miraidon.
Electric dragon, yeah.
Oh, it's electric. My bad.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so then
that's a really cool typing, by the way.
You know what's so unfair?
What?
Miraidon has a bigger advantage than Koraidon. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because Koraidon, his ability gives him Sunny Day, but he's not a fire type. He's a fighting type. But Miraidon, and you know, obviously that Sunny Day will Orichalcum Pulse boosts his attack and shit like that, right? But he doesn't get stabbed alongside his Sunny Day boost.
Yeah.
So Miraidon gets stabbed and electric terrain boost.
Nah, bro, you're not thinking Pokemon, bro. You left something out, bro.
What?
You gotta terrestrialize, bro.
Oh yeah, let me just give it a third boost on top of this already. Like, come on now, he's gonna get stabbed, electric terrain, and terra boost, bro. Fuck that.
Yes, sir. Give him the lightning bulb on his head, bro.
Well, doesn't it's let me see. Isn't it let me see, where is it? Oh, it is electric. Never mind. I was gonna ask, isn't it a dragon type move? But nah.
What, Electro Drift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had Miraidon, that's why. I mean, I had it on my Violet, but I almost never played Violet.
Yeah, I feel like Walking Wake was the addition they needed for Sun and Rain teams, because on low key, Ice, Blizzard team, like Hail teams, Snow teams, I mean,
they're not that good. They're not that good.
They're not.
No,
bro. They have to be now.
They're not good, bro. I'm telling you, as someone that plays competitive, I have yet to see a Sun team, a Rain team, or a Snow team. You know why? Because there's not. I'm telling you, it will become a lot more useful. I'm lying. I did run into a Sun team.
There you go.
I will say it was not as good as you thought it was.
What, a Sun team? No, I mean the Snow teams are currently the best weather.
The Snow team isn't going to be good either, bro. I'm telling you, they're not good right now. I'll say this much. They might be good later on down the line, but right now, as far as it is, they're not going to be good. Much less even when Kyogre and Groudon come into the meta once again. Because let me tell you something. Okay, you're going to set up the Snow with Groudon right there. Guess what Groudon now has access to? A boosted Ice Beam.
They gave him Ice Beam?
He always had Ice Beam.
It's fucking crazy, yeah.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure. Does it also have access to Blizzard? Because now he doesn't take hail damage, so he might be able to run Blizzard as well. Do you want Blizzard on Kyogre, bro?
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
gonna search up.
You can stay 6 feet away from me with that, bro.
gonna search up
Social distance
Kyogre.
yourself with that.
I'm
gonna
searching
see.
Groudon right now.
And then you know what's even worse? If you make Kyogre a Terra Ice type with Snow, he's gonna have boosted defense now.
That's disgusting, bro. Like I said, you can stay away from me. I will not battle you, bro.
I'm looking at Kyogre's moveset right now, and it does learn Blizzard.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, you know,
I'm telling you, bro.
it was weird giving Walking Wake a move that synergizes with Sun and Rain.
I don't see Ice Beam on Groudon.
I said Kyogre. I never said Groudon.
Yeah. I think you did say Groudon the first time.
I might have said Groudon by accident, but I was talking about Kyogre.
Yeah.
She has Thunderbolt though. That's kind of hype.
He does? Oh, that's lit.
But
Dragon Pulse
anyways,
too.
all I'm saying, Snow will never beat a Meta. Much
Nah,
less
bro.
even when Groudon and Kyogre join the fray. Much
I
less,
have faith,
much
bro.
less even if Koraidon joins the fray. If Koraidon's in the battle, it's over for ice types, bro.
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm
I'm
gonna tell you that right now. What good ice type has Snow Warning?
Huh? Abomasnow.
He's not good, bro.
How?
Throw nigga a level 40 Chimchar could knock it out with Ember.
Damn. He sucks.
Like, have you seen his defensive stats? It's horrible and it's slow as fuck.
You wouldn't run. Damn.
Yo, I'm
There's
not gonna lie.
a single good Snow Warning ice type.
Looking
I hear
Looking at-
Cryogonal's pretty good because it's fast.
looking at Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre right now, this is actually what past Pokemon look like.
Jay,
Yeah.
And they made Walking Wake.
Jay, I'm gonna just tell you this. Cryogonal gets beaten by Mach Punch.
That is true.
Gets bodied
Nah,
by
bro,
Mach Punch.
Wait, you looking at the stats right now? Like
It has 50. It has 50 defense and 80 HP. That thing
bro,
is
add the
getting
snow
one
boost,
shot
bro.
by what?
Add the snow boost, bro.
Oh, sure. Let's give him plus 25 in defense. No, actually, no. It wouldn't even be 25. Oh, yeah. He'll have 75 defense. Wow. Okay, instead of Mach Punch, let me hit him with Iron Tail. He'll get one shot.
Word. That's if it hits.
That's true. I'll throw Fire Blast. Sword Song. Who's ringing on my door?
Ooh,
Yeah, I
not even
heard
gonna-
that.
order,
I'm
bro?
not
That
even
might
gonna
be
answer
Mom.
that. Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
3 o'clock.
speaking
No,
of
she forgot
Mom.
her keys, man. Is she gonna call me?
Uh-oh.
my
Speaking of Mom,
Alright, I'll be right back.
I'm getting officially well, I don't know if I should say this now or wait till he comes back. So
Wait
you've
till he
been
comes back.
Kenny.
Yeah, I've been chilling. I keep looking at this fucking Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. This is what an actual past Pokemon look like, and they made Walking Wake look like shit.
Yeah. No, man, they made that guy's imagination made Walking Wake look like shit.
Like, I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy that Raikou is my favorite, because I would have been even more mad. But otherwise, right?
Right.
I also look at, why did they focus on a trio?
I mean,
Like,
because
both of them are
trios
from
has been,
trios.
yeah, trios have been around since the beginning. They should have just come out with past and future forms. I mean, maybe not past and future forms for all the trios, but for the fan favorites. They could have put it up on a poll on Twitter, bro. I
But
bet
who
you
up on a
it
poll?
would have hit.
Oh.
If they really wanted to do a trio and not just scatter them out like they did
Wait, put
with
who on a-
Walking Wake
put-
and
oh.
Virizion. Yeah, they could have just put it on a poll. Who was your favorite trio? Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, you know? On Twitter, bro. It's that easy. Or on YouTube.
Because I guess they already did. They already
And
did
then
the
they can
birds.
make... Oh, well, yeah, they did.
They did the birds.
Yeah.
I guess now they're doing the dogs. They're doing
Beast.
the sacred trio.
Beast.
Beast.
They're not dogs.
The Beast too.
Raiku's literally a saber-toothed tiger.
Is he? Oh, shit.
Yes.
That is true.
That's terrifying.
But if
what
they
other
do
trios can
make
they really
new,
touch?
if
Other
they,
than Yuxi.
the Reggies. Then again, they got
Oh.
Reggie Drago and Reggie Electro, so nah, they alright.
That is true.
But I will say though, yeah, they can also do the motion trio or whatever the fuck, the feeling trio, whatever, I don't know, or the lake trio. That's what they're called, the lake trio. Lake trio. Also, you can also do the forces of nature, although they're no longer a trio, but I mean it'd be cool. Oh, nah, they already got forms though.
They just really wanted to give these guys refreshes, I guess.
Yeah, definitely the older legendaries definitely needed some new revamping because they are kind of out of like for example, the legendary birds. Literally only Zapdos was good. And that's strictly because it had static as an ability, and its stats gave enough leisure to like be able to like make it a tank, make it a sweeper, you know, shit like that. Like for example, my Zapdos in Sword and Shield, I made it a tank. I made it I made it, what was it? I made it HP. I EV trained it, I believe, in HP and half on defense while also giving it the bold nature. And then I have it holding a Rocky helmet because I wanted to encourage people to attack it while also punishing it with a Rocky helmet and inflicting paralysis via static.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know, Zapdos was pretty much the only one that was that good. You know, unfortunately, Moltres became ass as soon as Stealth Rocks became a thing.
Yeah.
And then Articuno was always just ass. Even with its new form, it's still pretty ass.
Poor guy.
I think all three of them were ass.
Where these to be?
But I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna go ahead and end things right here.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Jay's
I
got
had
something to say.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. What you want to say?
Oh, so you know, it's been a little while. You know, I've been planning a little bit of wedding. You know.
Okay.
So on the 30th is when we're going into the court to make it official.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Look at you.
By March 30th, I will be married.
Look at you, man.
Yes, sir.
So when are y'all doing the ceremony?
We're gonna do the ceremony in November.
November. Got any day? November 12th.
Yeah.
And then, do you know where it's going to be?
We're most likely gonna have it here in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's nice.
Still be litty.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie. I remember when mom was we went out to eat. Me, my parents, my brother, and his fiance. We went out to eat a few weeks ago, and my mom was like letting them know. It was like, oh, weddings are cheaper in Florida. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to Florida literally the month before. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Nah, and honestly, I don't even want to go to Florida. Like,
you're not going for Jenny's wedding?
Bro, I want to, but at the same time, like, I didn't know about it, and I already made the date. You know, like me and my girlfriend.
Nah, yeah, I get it. It's y'all want to make sure y'all save y'all money. I get it, right?
Yeah,
I get it.
Like I would be there if I could. But
nah, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm going just cause like, I was like, you know what? It's been so long since I've been to Florida. I would like to go on vacation as well. You know, go out, see the world and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's more so on me. Plus, I'm saving a lot of money. I'm really proud of myself because I've gotten very good at saving my money, bro. Because before, when I would get paid, I would literally be broke. For example, I get paid at bi-weekly and I get paid on Friday. I'd be broke by Monday. And by broke,
Damn.
yeah. And then like, and by broke, I mean like I would spend over half my check already. Like once I see my bank account hit under $400, that's when I'm like, oh fuck. Like now I gotta pace myself for like the next week and a half.
No, you should set that notification higher, bro.
So then I've gotten really good at saving money. Unfortunately though, because I wanna eventually get a car and all that shit. Well, my mom was telling me I should own my own car. I personally think I should just lease one. Cause I could for sure pay off like owning a car, but like bro, I did not know how expensive cars truly are until like
hella expensive.
Yo, bro, until I told like my man's told me he could get me a car for the low by the time we moved to Jersey, by the time the warehouse moves to Jersey. And I was like, okay, by then I should have like a calm like 5 to 7K. And he said, oh, I was hoping you would have like 10,000 saved up. I'm like, 10,000? I'm like, nigga, that's literally like a third of my yearly income.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Brother, what you're saving is essentially a down payment to a lease.
Yo, bro.
And even then, you don't even want to put a down payment on a lease.
I'm just like, bro, like, oh my god, I don't know how people own cars on minimum wage. Not that I make minimum wage, but oh man, I'm not too far from it. I don't know how people do it. Yo. Well, hopefully by the time I go to Jersey, aka May 31st, hopefully I'm a part of the YouTube partner program and I'm making a decent amount. I doubt it because honestly, like, I don't know. Yo, I'm only at 2,000 right now. Oh no, 2,000 hours watched.
You don't believe, bro?
No, by the time shut the fuck up, bro. Damn, I'm trying to speak.
Sorry.
Freaking cause the point in time when my video started blowing up is coming along. So I think I'm expecting my hours, my watch time within the last year, cause I think it goes by year. And it's getting close to the time where my videos first started popping off. And I'm expecting to see that number start dropping.
Damn.
Because it wasn't dropping this whole time because, compared to last year, like, my videos was getting literally no views at all. So I'm expecting now for that watch time to start going down.
Nah, I expect it to start going up at least a little bit.
I don't
just
upload
because
that
of the Tenkaichi news.
I don't upload that consistent, bro. And I'm playing Tenkaichi 1, not 2 and 3.
That's fine. What's wrong with Tenkaichi 1?
That game is ass, bro.
Alright. It could be hot
that game
garbage.
Is ass. Bro. No, bro. That game is literally ass. There's only one no, my bad. There's only like 2 combos in the game, bro. They only got the heavy gut punch and the force push. That's all they have.
Wow, that actually sucks, bro.
It's tragic.
And then like the rush attack, like I don't think you remembered how the game played because we had it for a very short amount of time as kids. But if you remember correctly, to charge up your hits, you would have to put them in a combo beforehand, and then you would have a meter start going up, which allows you to change how much you could charge your hit.
Yeah. And it changes like the speed and the effectiveness of the move.
No, it doesn't change the speed. You still got to charge for a long ass time. When by the time you're done charging, the opponent either already hit you out of it or they moved out of the way.
See, you weren't like me, bro. You weren't perfect charging it, bro.
No, there's no such thing as that in the game, bro.
Oh, they didn't do that yet?
No, they did that in Tenkaichi 3.
Whack. I thought at least that'd be in there.
No, that's in Tenkaichi 3. You talking about when you charge it to the point where you could like teleport and hit through guard?
Yeah.
That's only in Tenkaichi 3, bro.
Ew. Yeah, you're suffering, bro. Go play Raging Blast or something.
Fuck no. Ugh, you said Raging Blast? Ugh. I've always said that Raging Blast has always been worse. I mean, it's definitely better than Tenkaichi 1, but Raging Blast 1 and 2 were just slower versions of Tenkaichi 2 and 3, bro.
That's true.
But anyways, we're gonna end things right here.
Yay.
Because I do have to go record a video because a lot of people DM'd me personally, was like, yo, I want to see a reaction to the Tenkaichi 4, but I was like, how can I do a reaction for something I already seen?
Bro, you do a reaction after the fact.
Like I do a reaction of me. You know what I should have done?
You can make a skit out of it, bro, and be like the realization that Tenkaichi 4 is coming out.
I'm
Nah,
not doing skits, nigga. You want to do skits, you can do that. I'm not doing
I
skits.
bet.
I was thinking what I should have done was as soon as I seen the trailer, like I shouldn't have watched it. I should have just, fired up the camera and all that shit and then, do a reaction. But I didn't do that. And I think that's something I should start doing, especially since people are now starting to ask me to do a reaction.
Next time you will be ready.
I will be ready. I will for sure. But until then, Jay, let me tell me what's your ending statements for the podcast.
You already know, man. Follow your dreams. Never give up.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I could respect that.
Solid.
Go ahead, Kenny. What's your ending statements, my boy?
Save your money. It's not worth spending that extra dime.
Was that for me or was that for everyone?
Everyone, but if you felt attacked by it,
Oh man, bro said 10K, bro. Fuck. I thought when you get the car, I thought it was literally just, oh, you can pay it off monthly. Like, what's the monthly payments for then?
Oof. Nah, brother. Dude, I'll talk to you about that.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, we'll see how I do by the time we go to Jersey. But all right, for my ending statements, I mean, to be honest, I just want to make this podcast more consistent. I just want to do that. Like, I've been thinking about doing it like once every 2 weeks, but that would mean like either shorter episodes or like literally sticking to one topic per episode type shit. I don't know. I'll figure things out. But till then, yeah, I'm gonna announce on my community tab whenever this collab video comes out, and I'm gonna also see if I can make the connectivity well on my end to see
Bro,
if I want
right now, and we could test it out. Did you hear me?
All right, no, yeah, for sure. Let's I'll do it from mine. But all right, we'll end the podcast here. So until the next time, hopefully, if I know what the fuck I'm doing, we'll be back here in about 2 weeks. All right, so much love, everyone. Stay happy, stay blessed, and stay safe. I'll catch you guys on the next I was about to say stream. My God, on the next podcast. Peace out, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, guys. Wash your hair.
Brush your hair.